Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Coffee Chug, and this is probably, if you don't recognize me, the hairiest I think I have ever been. I even have hair on my head due to some severe sunburn I had a few weeks ago. I was blistered from head to toe and just haven't got around to actually shaving now that I actually can. But this video here is going to be very, very short. What I want to do, as you've seen on the website, obviously with the newsletter, if you've got this video, you've checked out the newsletter, is I'm restructuring how I'm sharing what I'm reading and the books and stuff that I will be reading and have read. And so, what I want to do just very, very quickly is talk about the three books that I wrote about and not to repeat anything that I've already shared. But this book here is Vagabonding by Rolf Potts. I know that the description probably doesn't do it justice, and my little write up doesn't do it justice, but this is such a great read and really gets you thinking about your outlook on life and maybe some of your philosophies. And actually, this book is inspiring me to rework an ebook that I've been working on for so long. And I finally have, and I broke through reading this book, and maybe that's why it really stands out to me. But talking about simplicity and really taking a look at life and how we view the world and other people, I think applies to everything, not just long term travel, but education. In my case, that's what I do for a living, but your job, your life, your family, things of that nature. I really think this is one that's under the radar that more people should check out. The Think Like a Freak, what I want to take away from that is they offer some great ideas, just different things that you probably have already read about in other books before. And the thing that really stood out to me in this one is to think like a child. And I know that's not earth shattering information, but that whole section on that piece really holds true. I think watching my kids this summer just play and explore and not really have a fear for the unknown is getting me thinking that I need to expand my own brain where we get tunnel vision with what we're good at, or we think this is all we know and we can't do other things, and we need to start to realize that we can do other things and we need to push out our boundaries and have that mindset of a kid of let's just go do it and see what happens. And I've found that a lot just in some sessions that I presented at this summer at education conferences. So many teachers were afraid to try to build different things because it was outside their comfort zone. And it's, just get after it. See what happens. It doesn't matter if it doesn't work. That's not all that book is about, but that's probably one of my favorite parts that came from that. And, not to leave out Ben Greenfield's book, The Beyond Training, which I've purchased, but it's 700 pages. And I think it's one that you go back and you read in chunks because it's not just, even if you consider yourself an athlete, if you're not training for triathlons or marathons or endurance sports, there's still a lot to be gained from just a healthy lifestyle and different ways of eating, taking care of your body, sleeping, foods, how to detoxify your body, taking care and learning your brain. Just a lot to that. In the newsletter, Emma, an awesome student at the school that I work at, gave her top 10 summer reading list, which I'm so excited that she shared that. And if you have a summer reading list of books that you think people should be reading or books that you're reading, please send them in. I'll continue to add them into the newsletters each week. But she mentioned Hyperion, and it's so funny as I've been trying to declutter my life in my basement. I've got thousands of books in my office. I actually have a copy of it. It's a book I've always wanted to read. And because of her list, I'm taking this with me on vacation, and I'm going to break it down, and I'm going to read it. I looked at her list. I've read 3 of the 10, and so I have some other books that I'll be reading in time, but I've got quite the pile already going on. So I'll be reading that. I also plan on checking out and trying to get through Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. Many people say, I can't believe you haven't read this already. Me either, because I've owned this book forever. I just haven't sat down to process it. And I'm also going to be taking a look at what the most successful people do before breakfast. And so I'll be checking those 3 out, as long as, I don't know how many others. I just picked up like 20 books on hold at the library yesterday, and we'll see where it takes. So I hope you enjoyed this newsletter. I hope you enjoyed this format. I would love your feedback. So if you have other book suggestions, other ideas for the newsletter or these videos, please let me know. This is all just a new avenue that I'm looking at exploring, and hopefully I got some goodies and things planned for future ones that will make this even better. Thanks, everybody. I look forward to seeing and reading your reading list, your ideas, feedbacks, thoughts, concerns. And until then, keep reading to challenge that mind and change your way of thinking. Take care, everyone.